folks, welcome to Life on Beagle Road and Vlogust Day 21. That's right, we've been at this for 3 weeks. Woohoo! Oh my goodness. I almost just fell in the creek. That could have been bad. Today, Emerson and I are moving the bucks because yesterday, Meatloaf and his son James Taylor took themselves for a little trip to the neighbors. Apparently, goats don't hate water as much as we thought. Okay, they definitely do still hate water, but it's been pretty dry, and there is a spot down here that is narrow enough and low enough that they could just hop right over. And so I need to move their fence to an area that is wider and deeper so we don't have this problem. That wasn't a goat. I'm gonna be really careful about how I move these boys because I don't want them going over to the doe's fence and, you know, performing any fence line breedings or being a pain about getting back into their fence. I'm gonna move their little structure here to where I want it. I am gonna move things so that they're shuffled down this way. I think that will keep them in long enough to move this. Let's hope. Also, great news that Meatloaf is taking himself for a trip to the neighbors. Goats that feel bad don't take themselves on trips to the neighbors. Robbie's out with friends today, enjoying the last little bit of summer, so I have my slightly smaller assistant here.
Hi.
She packs a lot of punch in a small package though, right?
I do not know what you mean.
Means you're small but mighty.
Oh.
Very mighty. All right, Emmy, we gotta move this over there.
This far.
So. All right. Actually, you stand up there to make sure I'm not going to hit anything, okay?
Okay.
Am I running into something?
Yeah.
You were supposed to tell me before I ran into it. That was challenging. Okay, it's moved. It's in here. Let's get the fence moved. Meatloaf, I see what you're trying to do. You stay here. You stay here. Stay here. Meatloaf, get back over here. Hey, you are not a wild goat. Get back here. Meatloaf, come here. Hey, come here. All right, gotta get this fence moved fast before they go for the does. And I'm a failure. All right, let's go get these boys before they do any damage. These three were persuaded with a treat. Elton, on the other hand, not so much. He's going to require a little more forceful return to his pen. Let's go. this fence line. I'll tell ya, these are a lot easier to put in when it's been raining a lot. All right, so we've got a much smaller space now that is the creek fence line. Previously it was probably like 40, 50 feet. Now it's about 10. The creek is deeper and wider and faster here, so I'm sure they'll be fine. Honestly, that was the first time I've ever had them cross the creek, and I think it's just that particular spot and the fact that it hasn't rained a lot lately. But you know, make sure you subscribe so you can stay tuned for the goats proving me wrong, because that's what goats do. This guy is really looking so much better, so much more energy. His coat looks good. His kind of goat mane here is really perking up, and he's looking great. And obviously, he's well enough to get into some mischief. You may recall that Meatloaf was promised to a new home. Our farm sitter actually will be taking him, so he'll be local. But obviously I wanted to make sure he was fully recovered and in really great shape before he left. So he's gonna stay until the end of August, put on a little more weight, and just give him a couple weeks of being totally back to normal before we change his environment. I'll miss my little buddy Meatloaf. Yeah, I will. But I know he's going to a great home. I'm just so relieved we reached this point. I mean, you guys know I really thought we were gonna lose him at one point. But here he is, better than ever, looking great, chasing girls, eating weeds, getting into trouble, jumping across the creek. It is a relief. Now, we gotta finish getting ready for the goat show and actually do the show. I bet you can imagine how much I've been focusing on preparing those goats to walk and stand. Yeah, a ton with sick goats and a sprained knee. Yeah, so should be good. Should be good for a laugh. A final piece of great news on Meatloaf. Stevie Nicks and Zipper have not appeared to come back into heat, so I am going to assume that they are in fact bred, and we've got 2 kiddings worth of Meatloaf babies coming in December. Yay! Thanks for watching, folks. If you have not subscribed, please do it! Do it! Please. I'm hot and tired and stinky, and I mean, you don't want to miss that. Right? Right. We'll see you on day 22 of Vlogust.